Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard, and I am out at Kilo Sierra today, and I'm gonna use that little fish set that I made with the bottle and the bait. It's set up for like carp or catfish, but we'll see. I've never caught a catfish down there. As a matter of fact, I've never even seen one down there, but that doesn't mean that I won't catch something. Maybe. I don't even know if there's any fish in there right now. But we are out here. It's January 20th. It's like, I don't know, like 16, 17 degrees out here. And today is my dad's birthday, so I'm gonna have to head over there, or at least give him a call and tell him happy birthday. So just in case that didn't happen, and I know you're probably watching this, so happy birthday. Now again, even though for me it's January 20th, this will not go up until late March, early April. Somewhere around there. So it's been a while, right? So when we get down to the creek, I'll get back with you, and we'll set this up and toss it out. Okay, so we're here, and the water is starting to ice up. So oh, I went down. All right, well, I'm alive. That didn't feel good. Although I did a pretty decent break fall. So there is some flowing water here, so that's good. And again, no guarantees there's actually even any fish in here, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. That's pretty shallow. I can come over here and see if maybe we can find a spot over here to toss it. Maybe there. I'm thinking maybe even more so over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back over this direction. Oh, now my left knee hurts. All right. Yeah, this spot here is gonna be what we're gonna do. So let me set up and I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, so we have the cordage, the water bottle, this little piece of wood that dictates the depth of the bait, and then I have the bait in this little baggie here with the split shot, the treble hook, and the bait. Pop that open, pull that on out. There we go. So this is just going to get tossed in the water. Let's get myself enough of cordage here that I'm not going to have trouble getting it out there. There we go. That should be enough. Step on that cordage so it doesn't go anywhere. And from here, I'm just going to toss it out. And it'll just sit there. So it's sitting there like that. It's just going to float around for a while. And I'm going to attach it. I think I'm going to attach it to that stick right there. We'll see. So here we go. I have it attached to that stick right there. the same way that I do my hammocks, and then it's just going to sit here. It looks like it's going to just float around. So I added a little piece of tape to this so that it would be a little more secure. All I got to do is pull that piece of tape off, and then I'm just going to pull it out of the notch. There we go. Unravel it a bit. Let's get this. There we go. Can unravel that a bit so I can make it go deeper. There we go. And I'll put it back in the notch. Oops, notch on the other side. There it goes, back in the notch. And then I'll just stick this piece of tape on it if it stays. There we go. And that'll make it a little bit, go a little bit deeper. And then we're just gonna toss it out here. Just like that. There we go. And it'll just float around out there. So that's all we're going to do for now. Let's get back heading back towards camp. And there's a few other things that I saw out there that I want to pick up and discuss. So we'll do that when we get closer to what I'm looking for. So while I was walking down here, I came across some black walnuts laying on the ground. And, oh, hey, look, there's, speaking of, there's one right here, and there's one right here. So anyway, stick these in my pocket. I'm going to collect up a handful of them. I want the nut. I'm going to cut the nuts, and I'm going to make some buttons out of them. So, oh, hey, here we go. Look. There's another one right here. So, on the way back between here and camp, I've got several locations where I'm gathering up several different spots where there's black walnuts, because black walnut grow around here about as common as grass does. So when I get back to camp, I'll get right back with you. And here's a, well, that doesn't look too, used to be a bird's nest, but it looks like it's all jacked up. All right. I want to find one or two bird's nests to gather up. I may or may not be able to find those. There's plenty of them around, and this is the perfect time to find them because the trees are bare. So we'll see if we can't find a couple bird's nests. Here we're passing that the animal hole, the animal den that I trapped a couple winters ago, and got video of the squirrel eating the food that I'd set out. Ended up first setting a leg trap, thinking I was going to possibly get a possum, raccoon, or groundhog of some sort in there, in that hole down there, but it turned out to just be a small squirrel that was running through there, and ended up setting up a live trap. And here we go. Here's a bunch of the black walnut. Now these husks are good for dye. They make wonderful dye, and the shell is going to make some really good buttons. And they're frozen to the ground. Yeah, that was solid. But there we go. There's plenty of them laying around. There we go. I should be able to gather up 5 or 6 of them. That should be enough. So I'm going to take these nuts back to camp, and then I'm going to come back on this trail, and we're going to go down to the culvert, and I'm going to see if that hobo camp is still there. So when I get close to that, I'll get back with you. I decided to go ahead and walk past camp. I'm just going to keep the nuts in my pocket. I don't want to get off of this trail, and head over to the camp when I can just stay on the trail, go check that area out, and then go back. So they're not doing me any harm sitting in my pocket right now. So we'll continue to leave those in my pocket, and we're about ready to get off the trail and head into the woods here in a moment. So here we go. You can see we're still on the nickel plate trail, which used to be a railroad, and here's our path into the woods. I'm gonna take this, and when I get close to the culvert, I'll get right back with you. And as you can see on the ground, there's black walnut everywhere. Like I said, this place is inundated with black walnuts. As a matter of fact, our town is called Kokomo because it's the native word for black walnut. Okay, we're getting close to the culvert. Here's my path. Yeah, there's a lot more. Looks like there's a lot more trash down here. Nasty. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like everything is still here. I don't think. Oh no, there's a stool in here now. Oh, a tote. A tote that's turned upside down. I used it maybe as a seat of some sort. So that tarp is going to be ruined. It was a decent tarp too. So stuff's been moved around a little bit, but I don't think it's anything extensive. So woo. There we go. Anyway, so there we go. There's more crap laying around than there was before. So I'm assuming that there was somebody down here destroying stuff. I'm back on the walking trail, and I was going to head back to camp, but I'm going to be here for maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4 hours today. And I have my black walnut, and I'm really interested in getting a bird's nest or 2, and I haven't seen any to this point. So I decided I'm just going to walk further down the path and see if I can't find a bird's nest or 2 and try to collect up those. Again, if I don't find it, at least I'm out here walking around and enjoying nature, and if I do, benefit from me. It is snowing. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a light snow going right now. This is I don't know, the second or third snow we've had this year. So we'll see if this one takes hold. The others haven't taken hold yet. This area right here would be a really good spot to find some birds' nests, I think, but I haven't been able to find any yet. So I'm going to continue. So I'm looking around for some birds' nests. And really nice. Look at this, that hornet's nest up there. That looks awesome. Just a short ways away. See if I can focus in on it. There's a squirrel's nest right up here. Look at that. So hornet's nests and squirrel's nests, but I've yet to find a bird's nest that I can harvest. Did I say hornets? I don't know, maybe I'm having, I think I said hornets. I think I'm having flashbacks from that attack. Those are probably wasp nest from a dauber wasp. They make those papery, big papery nests like that. So I don't remember if I said wasp nest or hornet's nest. If I said hornet's nest, yeah, that's not a hornet's nest. It's a wasp nest. Anyway, it was cool to look at. I'm gonna walk for, I don't know. Oh, there, look. Oh. There's a bird's nest right there. Is it decent? There. I was just getting ready to say I'm going to walk for a little bit further and then I'm going to stop. But I'm going to see if I can't get that and see if it's decent enough to keep. I'll get right back with you. Alright, so just as I was getting ready to call it quits and head back, I found this. Now it's not very tight, but it is a bird's nest. I'm going to continue on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this one right here on the edge of this path so that I don't lose it. But I'm going to continue on and see if I can't find one that's going to be a little more tightly packed and a little more firm. That gives me hope to continue. I was just getting ready to say I was just going to walk a few hundred more yards and then I was going to turn around and go back. But now that I found that one, it's kind of enthused me a little bit. So we're going to continue on a little further and see what we can't find. Well, I've walked well over a half a mile. I still haven't seen anything. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer and then I'm going to turn around and head back. And see, there's a bunch of brush up here. I'm going to check this brush area right up here. Right in here, I'm going to check this. If I don't see any in here, then I'm going to go ahead and turn around and head back. Well, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and turn around. I haven't found anything else that's going to be suitable for what I want. So I'm going to head back. I'll pick that that loosely packed one up and take that one back with me. Now, for anybody out there that's concerned that I'm pulling these nests out of trees and I'm harming the birds and all this kind of stuff, the birds aren't going to reuse that nest, so you don't have to be concerned that I'm taking some birds' nest during springtime. They're not coming back to that nest when it comes time. Hey, mullein. Here's some mullein right here. Nice little piece of mullein. Anyway. Oh, look, a bird. Look, a squirrel. Anyway, yeah, the birds aren't going to reuse that nest. So you don't have to be concerned that I'm harming nature and that I'm taking away a bird's nest come springtime. They're not going to reuse that. When it comes time to nest again, these birds will be rebuilding new nests, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't know if anybody was concerned about it, but there you go. So just in case nothing else exciting happens, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's your own backyard. So I'm on my way back, and I see that nest right there. I'm going to go check that out. All right, well, again, it's one of those really loose nests. It's decent. It's bigger than the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one as well. So now I've got two nests, which is what I was looking for. So now we are going to head back. Okay, now look at that. See? Now that there's another one. I don't think I'm going to mess with that one. I've got what I want. But now that I'm heading back, and now I'm starting to see more nests. Okay, so it's much later in the day. Let's see, it's about 5 o'clock, and I'm headed down to the creek to get the water bottle out of the water. Honestly, I'm not expecting anything, but you know, let's see. You never know. Well, it's around 5 o'clock, and we're getting ready to take off from Camp Kilo Sierra and head back into town. And Michelle's here. She's not actually out here in the woods, of course. She's at her parents' house. But we're getting ready to head back. So I'm going to come down to the creek, and I'm going to recover my fishing set. Now, again, I truly don't expect anything. If there is a fish on it, honestly, I would be amazed. I've been in this area for 5-6 years now, and when the weather gets like this, cold wintertime, there's generally no fish activity whatsoever down there at the creek, but you never know. So we give it a shot. We'll see. I'll talk to you when I get back down there. So I'm headed down to the creek area. Now, I found the type of bird nest I'm really looking for, but I'm not going to get access to it, I don't think. So let me show it to you. It's up pretty high. There we go. Now that one is much more solid. Right there. Now that's a nice bird's nest right there. Okay, we are here, and I'm guessing there's probably nothing down there. So let's pull it up. So yeah, I pulled it up, nothing there. So we're headed back to the house.